What's happening, folks? Welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. It's player ratings time after Dundee United 0, Celtic 3 here at Tannadice in the quarter-final of the Scottish Cup. We'll start in goals, as we always do with player ratings. It was Joe Hart, obviously. It's another game where he did not have a save to make. It's really difficult to rate a goalkeeper when he hasn't had any saves to make. I think he collected maybe 2 crosses, and all he did apart from that was pass the ball out. We'll go 6 for Hart. Not much to do at all. Right back, it was Juranovic instead of Ralston. That's one thing I did get right in the starting 11 prediction. Juranovic cruised it. It almost looked too easy for him at times tonight. We'll go 8 for him. He's just really, really good. He's super quick. His recovery runs are brilliant. Helped us a few times tonight. He was really, really good, Juranovic, I thought. And beside him at centre half was Carter Vickers, who was absolutely solid again tonight. I've got to go 8. I think if I do this every week, Carter Vickers is probably at least 8 every week. He's just so strong, defends brilliantly, just barely puts a foot wrong. He's been absolutely brilliant for the club since he arrived. Starfelt alongside him. We'll go 7. He did have 1 or 2 shaky moments tonight, Starfelt, but his one-on-one defending, his ability to read the game and defend on the front foot is really, really good. I think the mistakes he makes on the ball sometimes skew people's opinion of him, but I thought tonight, defensively, again, he was really good. So it's 7 for Starfelt. It was Greg Taylor at left back. We'll go 6 for Taylor. I think he struggled a bit in the game, particularly in the first half on the ball. Tyler's running up and down the wing though. We've got to give him that. I think the contrast again from the right-hand side to the left-hand side is very stark. I think that is the weakness in the team. So it's a 6 for Taylor. Into midfield, Callum McGregor leading the team, opened the scoring on 12 minutes. A good left foot strike deflected off Nicky Clark, I think, to give us a 1-0 lead. I thought he was good tonight, McGregor. Not his best performance ever, but done his job really well. That game was scrappy tonight. It was a battle at times. And I think just about everyone in midfield stood up and was counted. I thought McGregor had a really tidy performance tonight. We'll go 7 for him. In front of him, Rio Hatate did start. That's another one I got right in the starting 11. And I thought he was good in parts and then quite slack in others. And he obviously had that tackle that maybe on another day I haven't seen it back. And to be fair, I was in the front row tonight and it was up the other end. So I only really got one look at it and I could barely see it. It looked like one of those tackles that could have been yellow or red. I haven't seen it back, as I say, so I'll reserve judgment on that, but it looked a dangerous one. And then he had to come off it at half-time. Vogic came on. I think for Hatate, we'll go 6.5. As I say, somewhere in 6, he wasn't really bad, but he did struggle in parts of that first half. So 6.5 for Hatate. Vogic coming on in the second half. Solid 7 for him. He took 10 minutes to go into the game though. He was really, really slack with his touches and his passing in the first 10 minutes of that second half. But as I say, grew in the game and really helped us get a foot on it, which we needed at times. Because as I say, the game was scrappy. It was a battle. But we did control it more so in the second half, I would say, after that first 10-15 minutes. Matt O'Reilly was alongside Hatate and Vogic tonight. And he is probably my man of the match. I thought he was really, really good tonight, Matt O'Reilly. I'll go 8, and I know I've given a couple of other 8s already. I can't say 9 because he wasn't absolutely sublime, but he was really, really good. Again, he was another one who won tackles, covered a lot of ground, and when the game was scrappy, particularly in that first half, he was brilliant. So many ball recoveries without seeing any stats. It looked like he won the ball back a good few times in that first half. His passing was really good. He was finding great space in between the lines, and he was protecting the ball really, really well under pressure. On the right-hand side was James Forrest. No a great performance for him tonight, in contrast to the game at Livingston, where he did look sharp and he looked like he was getting back to the James Forrest that we've seen previous years, but he was a bit below that again tonight. We'll go 6 for Forrest. I think he had a great chance in the second half where you're just looking for him to have a burst of pace, half a yard to get by the left back and get a shot in at goal, but he just couldn't get it. He was a bit sluggish tonight, Forrest. So 6 for him. On the left-hand side, it was Dyson Maeda. Really, really good. I thought tireless work again. The intensity off the ball puts fear in defenders. There's a couple of long balls we played in the first half tonight, just clearances up the pitch, and there was no pressure really on the Dundee United defence. Butcher at right back, but a couple of times you could see that he's wary that Maeda might be behind him and he could appear at any minute, and that puts nerves in defenders. But other than that, on the ball, I thought he was all right in the second half. Involved in that second goal, puts in a good cross. The defender, I think, almost scores an own goal. Siegrist spills it, and Giakoumakis is there to put it in for 2-0. He's dangerous, Maeda. There's no getting away for that. We'll go 7.5 for him tonight. And Giakoumakis through the middle, he got his goal. I think his performance was really rough around the edges, to be fair. A couple of times in that first half where he had chances, bearing down on the 18-yard box. Poor passing at times. I think his touch was poor at times. There was a great opportunity in the second half for a poor kick out for Siegrist. Maeda got on it, played it into him, and it was a really good chance to get turned and at the Dundee United defence, and he made a really, really poor decision. Having said that, he puts himself about, he covers great ground and he presses really well, and he was in the right place at the right time to prod home to make it 2-0. So we'll go 7 for Giakoumakis. And in terms of subs, Johnson and Dembele came on. We'll go 6 for Johnson, wasn't really involved too much. We've got to go at least 7 for Dembele, though. Great to see him on the pitch getting minutes. I know he scored 2 goals for the B team during the week, last week there, but I thought when he came on, he looked really, really dangerous and he scored a goal. Great to see him getting the score sheet. I don't know if his goal took a wee nick when it went through as well. It looked like the defender was going to make a goal line clearance and it eventually went in at the back post. He was really good, really lively. His touch is brilliant and it was great to see him getting the score sheet. So it's a 7 for Dembele. We're in the semi-finals. We'll face Rangers. Bring them on. We're on a great run of consistency. Team are defending brilliantly against the ball collectively. And the consistency continues. There you go. That's it for player ratings. Like this video. Comment with your own thoughts below. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you.